Hi. Restart.
Keep going. I'll just cut out what we don't need.
Hi, I'm Cooper Titus, and I'm a sophomore at Morgan High School.
I'm a
junior. She said sophomore, so I said
I
sophomore.
thought you were a junior.
Shh. Quiet. Hi, I'm Cooper Titus, and I'm a junior at Morgan High School.
Alright, what's your favorite season?
My favorite season would have to be the fall.
What's your favorite thing to do in the fall?
My favorite activity for the fall would be going to corn maze with my friends.
Do you have any funny stories or any memorable experiences?
Ooh, I have a couple. Me and my friends, we like to go to the corn maze every year, and what we'll do is, what we used to do is we'd go into the maze and we'd see how fast we could run through it, and we'd see if everyone could keep up and if we could get out very fast. And so we'd always go running through the maze, and we had a buddy who was in the lead, and he was full on sprinting through the maze, and it was pitch black and we couldn't see anything. And he comes around this corner and he runs into some super big, super strong dude and just gets completely bounced off of him and goes flying into the corner. And we're all like, what just happened? And the guy didn't even say anything. He just had a little silent grunt when he got hit, and then he kept on going. It was the funniest thing, because we're trying to see and we're thinking what happened. And then our friend comes crawling out of the corn. He's like, I just ran into that guy. So we've had a couple crazy stories like that. Another time, my first time going into the haunted corn maze at the Morgan Maze, and we get in there and they separate the groups so that nobody gets like caught up at the same points. And so it was just me and two younger friends, and they were both like 4 or 5 feet tall. They were tiny. And so they wanted me to lead, and I told them no. I said, I'll come in with you, but you have to lead. And so we argued for a while on who was gonna lead. And so we ended up just hiding in the corn until the next group of people came so they would lead for us. And so we started going through the maze, and the group in front of us that was with us now was just all these little middle school kids. And so they're all tiny, and I'm just way towering over them in the back, making them go first. And so they're getting scared, and I get to see what's coming up. So I was having fun watching them get scared. And then we're going through, there's like different obstacles in the maze you have to go through. And at one point they have all these hay bales that make the path really narrow. So we get to there, and I hear this weird noise behind me. I'm thinking, what? I thought I was the end. So I look back, and I'm like not seeing anything because my flashlight wasn't going very far. And then all of a sudden, this like crazy alien looking zombie starts sprinting at me from behind. And I just start screaming, and I turned around to start running, and everybody stopped in front of me, turned around to look and see what was happening. And so it was fight or flight. So I just started shoving people out of the way and running. They were getting shoved. So, and then kids started falling down. And then another person starts chasing at this point, and so I'm full on sprinting out of this maze. And people are trying to keep up and falling and slipping, and there's mud everywhere, and so we're all falling and down. And we came out of there just covered in mud everywhere. You know, it was quite the story. And then I had to go and try and scrape mud off for like 5-10 minutes outside because I was just covered in it.
Do you think you'll go to that haunted maze again?
Ooh, I think I will, but I'll make sure not to have any tripping hazards with me.
Were your friends upset with you for shoving them down?
No, I think they realized it was a survival of the fittest kind of thing.
Natural selection.
Yeah, natural selection. They knew it was going to happen.